Hey everyone, Tom Caffarella here from Ocean City Development. Today we're going to be talking about a subject that I am uniquely qualified to talk about, which is how to flip houses without fixing them. And so you might be thinking, why would I want to flip a property without fixing it? Well, if you're somebody like me who came up in the corporate world, who did not have any ability or any knowledge about renovating a property, you may not actually have the ability to manage a property, or you may not want to try. And so again, if you're somebody like me who's a white-collar person who just sat at their desk all day long and never had any skills on managing contractors, you may want to fix and flip houses without actually renovating them. And there's a few key ways that we can do this, okay? So let's go through them in order. So the first is what I did, which is that I partnered with investors who knew how to renovate properties. And so in my business, I have a segregation of duties where I do the sales and marketing and my partners manage the construction crews. And so there's pluses and minuses to partnering with somebody else in anything, right? It doesn't matter whether or not you're partnering with somebody on a deal or you're partnering with somebody in any business. So the plus of partnering with somebody in the real estate investing business that knows how to renovate the property is you're going to get segmentation of duties, which is going to allow you to do what you do best, which is the sales and marketing, and allow your partner to do what they do best, which is renovating the property, okay? The second thing is that you are not going to have to actually learn how to do that. And so there is a skill level that is necessary to manage a project, okay? So if you're like me and you don't know how to do it, you may want to partner with somebody. The negative of partnering with anybody on anything is that you have to make sure that everything is really clearly defined. And I mean everything. You know, you really want to dot your I's and cross your T's to make sure that you and your partner know the exact expectations of what each of you is going to do, okay? So that's gonna all have to be written down, signed, and you just have to know, because the biggest issue with partnerships in general is that when one person thinks that that's not their responsibility, or somebody should be doing something else, that's when you get into trouble. So partnering with somebody who knows how to manage a project is one way to do it. The second way to fix and flip a property without managing a project is to wholesale the deal, okay? So there are many investors that make a ton of money just doing the wholesaling piece of the business. And wholesaling is simply taking a contract that you have signed with a motivated seller at a deep discount and then selling that contract to another investor who wants to actually close on the property and manage the renovation. So for example, you would take a contract that you have at $200,000 and then you would sell that contract to another investor for $210,000 and make the $10,000 differential, okay? So the benefits of wholesaling is you never need any capital, you never need to know how to renovate properties, and the amount of deals that you can wholesale is unlimited, because when you're actually fixing and flipping a property, it ties up capital and it ties up human resources, your workers. So it's pretty much impossible to fix and flip an unlimited amount of properties because of the fact that there's a limit to the capital that you have access to, and there's a limit to the amount of workers that you have under you, okay? But with wholesaling, there is no limit, okay? You can do as many wholesale deals as you can sell, okay? The next way to fix and flip houses without actually renovating them is just literally to buy them, close on them, and then resell them, okay? You're gonna wanna do this if you have the capital and it's a great deal. The issue you can run into sometimes when wholesaling a property is that when you try to wholesale the property, you can run into issues with the end buyer, that person that you're selling the contract to, either not performing or trying to renegotiate the price with you because of the fact that they know that you're selling a contract. Once you close on a deal, so if you take the strategy that you're going to close on the deal and then you're going to resell it, you have full negotiating power. Okay, so you've closed on the deal, you can resell it for top dollar. The negative to just closing on a property, doing no work, is that if you don't have a great deal, you're not going to make any money, or you could potentially risk losing money. So with the wholesale, you're just trying to sell a contract that you've never put up your own money for. When you actually close on the deal and then you try to actually sell the property, you need to make sure it's discounting enough for you to make money. Another way to fix and flip a house without really renovating it is to do what we call a paint and carpet job. And now for newer investors, these are the deals that you really want to focus on. The deals where you can go into a house, it's in pretty good shape, and all that you need to do is do some very light work. And when I say light, I mean get the job done in a week to 2 weeks. And now for somebody like me who has never ever managed a construction crew, that is something I'd feel comfortable with. Getting someone in there to paint, getting somewhere in there maybe to do carpets, very, very simple stuff, okay? And so at the end of the day, whether or not you're interested in actually managing the process of renovating a house doesn't matter, because there are ways to make money in this business without having that knowledge. And of course, if you don't have the knowledge today, but you want to learn along the way, start out small, start out doing the paint and carpet jobs and work your way up. All right? And if you want to learn more on any of these topics, go to www.realestateinvestingiseasy.com. Again, that's www.realestateinvestingiseasy.com. Thank you very much.